The Military Cross, Captain William Andrew Hall, Royal Regiment of Artillery. On the 15th of October 2013, following the successful initial stages of an operation to raid an insurgent village and establish a compound, the Brigade Reconnaissance Force, or BRF, began to extract when a team of insurgents infiltrated into pre-prepared machine gun positions and attacked.
As we withdrew from the compound, our patrol came into contact from at least two other new firing points that hadn't previously been a threat to the force as a whole.
As the BRF returned fire and sought cover in a shallow, knee-deep ditch, an NCO moving up the ditch line 20 metres behind Captain Hall was shot in the head.
Another member of the patrol next to us became slightly disorientated, was calling out his name and was in danger of becoming too exposed to the heavy fire that was coming in.
Recognising the tragedy unfolding behind him, Hall, in a show of exceptional bravery, reacted instantly, crawling back through the fire to pull him into a ditch before crawling 20 metres along the top of the ditch in full view of the enemy.
I grabbed him, had a quick word with him, made sure he was in cover, and then moved across to assess the casualty.
Hall gave him immediate first aid before he was pulled into cover and attention turned to the enemy guns. Initially engaging with his personal weapon, Hall called for artillery fire before exposing his head above the ditch to better identify the enemy position and to call for the support of a 105mm light gun.
Every member of that patrol, including Corporal Bryan, prior to him being hit, was absolutely exceptional that day in the way that they were dealing with what was quite a large threat for a sustained period of time.
Pulling his binoculars from his day sack and ignoring the risk of detection from the glint of the sun, Hall began observing as enemy fire refocused onto him for a third time. Undeterred, Hall continued to call for fire, withdrawing only when ordered.
From a personal perspective, I think it's far more the fact that I was closest to the guy who unfortunately was hit and therefore reacted, as I'm sure any other member of that force would have done.
Captain William Hall.